My wife was home at the time. She's been married to me from the day I started pilot training in the Air Force. Whenever an airplane crash happened anywhere in the world, she would get a phone call from our friends, and the question always was, "Where's Denny?" And this time when the phone call came in, "Where's Denny?" she said, "Well, hopefully he's on his way home from Denver." Our friend said, "Oh dear God, Gina, a United DC-10 from Denver to Chicago has just crashed in Sioux City. It's on CNN." And she dropped to her knees in tears.
Tragedy in Sioux City. A United Airlines plane carrying nearly 290 people crashes at the Sioux Gateway Airport, killing someone.
I never told her I was going to be on that airplane. I never said what flight I was going to be on. I could have been on the previous flight, could have been on the last flight, but she knew intuitively that was me.
The plane was en route to Chicago from Denver when it had engine trouble and later lost hydraulic
And if you turn on the television and see that crash, your only conclusion you could draw is, he can't be alive. Nobody could live through that.
DC-10 swooped low around Sioux City and fell.
We had friends gather, and basically it was a death watch at the house. And a phone call came in 4.5 hours later from the chaplain at Sioux City. Told my son, "Your dad's here. He's got a broken arm. He's skinned up. Looks like he's going to be okay." The next day, a friend of mine got together a twin-engine airplane and got my youngest son, Brian, and my wife to Sioux City. Asked for me, and they said, "Well, he's in intensive care." No, there's got to be some mistake. We were told he had a broken arm and skinned up. That's true, he has all those injuries, but we almost lost him last night, and he's not out of the woods yet. They come into the room, and my son's 13 years old. I am black, blue, purple, green, machines, pipes, tubes, and I'm 3 times my normal size. He doesn't recognize me, he's terrified. My wife walked over to me, and I was on the morphine, and it has a lucid quality. Whenever it wears off, you're lucid for a moment before the next input. She looked at me, and I opened my eyes, and I saw her looking back at me, and she said, "Hi, I'm here. I love you. We can do this. Not you can do this, you poor slob. We can do this." The soulmate of mine was not going to let me go down. I said, "Honey, I need to know 2 things." And she said, "What is it?" And I said, "Did I make the runway?" Because our salvation was at that runway. I had to get this airplane on that runway. That's where the emergency people were. That's where the response capability was. That's where the trained personnel were. It meant everything to me. That runway was absolutely critical. And she said, "Yes, you made the runway." And with that knowledge, I had hope that even though as beat up as I was, that everybody else was okay. And my next question was just that, is everybody else okay? And she realized I didn't know the truth. And she started to cry, and I had my answer. And I cried for 3 days, every waking moment. There's 112 people that did not make it that day. Some of them I knew, some I didn't. And I would have traded gladly my life for theirs, because I had the responsibility in my eyes. We as a crew were able to save 184. But the rationale that these people lived otherwise wouldn't because of our actions doesn't somehow suffice to take away these feelings.